students, we are starting with exercise 3.3, page number 58. See the first sum. Fill in the boxes. 3:5. See this one. They have given 4 dots. So this will be called as proportion. So we have to find whether 3:5 is proportional to the box is to 20. This will be same as equivalent proportion. See here, I'm just working out here. 3/5 is equal to dash by 20. Now we are going to find. So to get 20, what should be multiplied with 5? It is 4. So 5 4s are 20. The same 4 should be multiplied with 3. So 3 4s are 12. So what is the answer? The answer is 12. Shall we go with the next sum? Yes. See here, dash is to 24 is proportional to 3/3:8. Same, x, I'll take this box as x, by 24 is equal to 3/8. So what should be multiplied with 8 to get 24? 8 3s are 24. The same 3 should be multiplied here. So 3 3s are 9. So what is the answer? The answer is 9. Shall we go with the next sum? Yes. See the next sum. See the next sum. 5 is to box, proportional to 10 is to 8, proportional to 15 is to box. We'll do this sum here. So 5/x is equal to 10/8 is equal to 15/y. So same x I can't put right. So I'm writing it as y. First we'll do this one. Okay. So what should be multiplied with 5 to get 10? It is 2. So to get 8, what should be multiplied with 2? So it is 4. So x is 4. We'll go with the next one here. Now we should compare all the 3. Now 5 2s are 10 and what is given here? 15. So 5 3s are 15. So we know what is x. It is 4. 4 2s are 8. So multiplied by 3. So 4 3s are 12. So what is the answer here? The answer here is 12. The next question. 12 is to box is equal to box is to 4 is equal to 8 is to 16. We'll do it here. 12/x is equal to y/4 is equal to 8/16. See here, 8 and 16 is given. Now we are comparing with this. We'll go from the right hand side now. See, 16. To get 16, what should be multiplied with 4? Yes, 4 4s are 16. So here something should be multiplied with 4 to get 8. So what should be multiplied? 2. Yes, so y is 2. Got it? We'll go with this one now. See here, we know 4 here. So here it is given as 12. So we know the value of y is 12. So to get 12, what should be multiplied with 2? It is 6. So 2 6 are 12. We know the value of this one is 4 into 6. 4 6 are 24. So the answer here is 24. Okay. Next we'll go with the next question. Say true or false. Yes children, just see this. See the first question. 7% is to 49% as 11 kg to 88 kg. See here, 7 and 49. 7 7s are 49 and 11 into 8 is 8. But here person and person are coming in same side, same multiple, and here kg is coming in same multiple. But it should be like this, no. So 7%, 11, 49%, 88 kg. So the answer is false. 10 books is to 15 books as 3 books is to 15. So it will not be 15 for 10 and 3 will not be same. So the answer for this also it is false. See the next question. If the weight of 40 books is 8 kg, then the weight of 15 books is 3 kg. See, 40 books 8 kg, 15 books 3 kg. So what you should do? We should divide it. 4 divided by 8. If you do, you will get an answer. And here 15 books. If you divide it, you will get the weight of 1 book. Okay. Now for 15 books, if you calculate, we will get 3 kg. So the answer is true. See here the fourth question. A car travels 90 km in 3 hours with constant speed. It will travel 140 km in 5 hours at the same speed. Will it? See, a car travels 90 km in 3 hours with the constant speed. What is constant speed? The regular speed. It travels 140 km in 5 hours. Will it take? It won't. So it is a false, because the constant speed here for 90 kilometers it has taken 3. So for 140, what will be? 5 kilometers will not be enough. It will take more than 5 kilometers. So it is false. See the next question here. So next is fill in the blanks. If the cost of 3 pen is rupees 18, then the cost of 5 pen is what? So what I am going to do is, see students, fill in the blanks. First question. If the cost of 3 pen is rupees 8, then the cost of 5 pen is then we have to find the cost of 5 pen. First we should find what is the cost of 1 pen. So what is the total amount? 18 rupees. How many pen? 3 pens. So 18 divided by 3 it is 6. So cost of 1 pen is rupees 6. Now we should find the cost of 5 pen. So 5 pen into 6. 5 6 are 30. So the cost of 5 pen will be rupees 30. Shall we go with the next one? Yes. If Karkurali earns rupees 1800 in 15 days, then she earns rupees 3000 in dash days. See, she is earning 3000 rupees in how many days they are asking. So she is earning 1800 in 15 days. So what we should do? We should find the cost of, so we should go in 2 steps. First we should find the salary which she earns for 1 day. So for that, so she is earning 1800 rupees for 15 days. We should find for 1 day. So in 3 table 5 times, 3 table 6 0 0. Again 5 ones are 5, 1, so 10 2. So the cost, the rate she is getting for 1 day, it is rupees 120. So for 3000 rupees, how many days she should work? So 3000 rupees divided by 120. 0 0 cancel. 3 table 3 4s are 12. 1 0 0. Again 1 time 25 times. So she should work for how many days? 25 days. Okay, shall we go the next sum? Okay, see the fourth question. Find whether 12, 24, 18 and 36 are in order that can be expressed as 2 ratios that are in proportion. So first I have to write it like this. 12 is to 24 is proportional to 18 is to 36. So what is the next step? Converting as fraction. 18 by 36. Okay, see here, it comes under 3 table, either in 3 table or in 2 table you can C. See here, 12 into 1 is 12, 12 2s are 24. You should see all the given numbers are divisible by in a single multiple. See, 12 ones are 12, 12 2s are 24. See here, 18 ones are 18, 18 2s are 36. You can see in this way. Or in 3 tables, 3 4s are 12, then 3 8s are 24, 3 6 are 18 and 3 12s are 36. So it is coming. So what is the conclusion? Yes, they are in proportion. The simple thing, you have to find whether they are divisible by a same factor. We'll go with the next sum. Write the mean and extreme terms in the following ratios and check whether they are in proportion. We are going to find the mean. Mean is nothing but the middle one, and extreme is the bigger one. We are going to find which is bigger one and which is the smaller one in the given following ratios, and also we are going to find whether they are in ratio. For that, see the question, first subdivision given, 78 liters is to 130 liters. So from this itself you can find which is the mean, 78, which is the extreme, 130 liters. Then, and 12 bottles is to 20 bottles. So here 12 is the mean and 20 is the extreme. Now we'll write it in proportion. So 78 is to 130 is proportional to 12 is to 20. Now, so as I told you, this will be your mean and this will be your extreme. Okay, which means the corner will be called as mean, the middle one will be called as, the corners will be called as extreme and the middle one will be called as mean. Now we have to multiply the extreme. So product of extreme should be equal to product of mean. So what is extreme here? 78 into 20. Here 130 into 12. Shall we find it out? Yes. So in the rough column, just writing it here, 78, 20. To multiply with 0, 2 8s are 16, carried 1, 7 2s are 14, 14 plus 1 is 15. So 0, 6, 5 and 1. So the product of extreme is 1560. We'll see the next one, 130 into 12. Here 2 0 is 0, 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2. Then 1 0 is 0, 3 1s are 3, 1 1s are 1. So 0, 6, 2 plus 3 5 and 1. So what is the final answer? 1560. Can you see? Both are same. So what I have to write it as conclusion? Yes, they are in proportion. And what we found? What is the mean here? Mean is 130 and 12 and extreme is 78 and 20. Okay, we'll go with the next subdivision. Yes, see the next question. 400 grams is to 50 grams and 25 rupees is to 625 rupees. So what is the first step? I have to write it in ratio. So 400 is to 50 is proportional to 25 is to 625. So again, mean, extreme. So product of extreme is equal to product of mean. So what is extreme? 400 into 625, 50 into 25. We'll continue. Yes, so 400 into 625. So we'll go with the simple multiplication now. So we have two zeros here. We'll just multiply with 4 first. So these two zeros, I'm just adding it here. So 5 4s are 20. 0, 2. 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 0, 1. 4 6 are 24. 24 plus 1 is 25. Here again we have 1 0 here. I'll write this 1 0 here. 5 5s are 25. 2. 5 2s are 10. 10 plus 2, 12. Can you see? Here it is 2,50,000, but here it is just 1,250. So what is the conclusion? No, they are not in. Yes, they are not in proportion. If it is in proportion or not, we have to write what is the extreme and what is the mean. So what is the extreme? The biggest one, the largest one is 400, 625. And what is the mean is 50 and 25. Okay, we'll go with the next sum. See the next question. The America's famous Golden Gate Bridge is 6,480 feet long with 756 feet tall towers. So the length of it is 6,480 feet and the height of it is 756 feet. A model of this bridge exhibited in a fair is 60 feet long with 7 feet tall. Is the model in proportion to the original? So we are going to find the proportion with the original bridge and the model of the bridge. So what is the first step? Yes, we are going to write it in proportion. So now what is the original bridge? Length is 6,480 is to 756 feet, which should be proportional to 60 feet is to 7 feet. So what is the first step? Same, mean and extreme. So product of extreme. It is not necessary that you have to write first extreme and then mean it. You can change it and write. Should be equal to product of mean. So what is extreme? 6,480 into 7. It should be equal to 756 into 60. Yes. So with 7 table, 7 into 0 is 0. 7 8s are 56. 5. 7 4s are 28. 28 plus 5 is 33. 3. 6 7s are 42. 42 plus 3 is 45. Should be equal to, so again 0. 6 6 are 36. 3. 5 6 are 30. 30 plus 3 is 33. 3. 6 7s are 42. 42 plus 3 is 45. So 45,360 we got for both mean and extreme. So what it says? Yes, they are in proportion. Here we need not write which is the extreme and which is the mean, because we already know which is the bigger one. The original bridge is the bigger one and the model is the smaller one. So we need not write which is mean and which is extreme. They have asked us to find only to find whether they are in proportion. So we'll go with the next question. Yes students, the next question. If a person reads 20 pages of a book in 2 hours, how many pages will he read in 8 hours at the same speed? So this sum we are going to do it in 2 methods. Okay, one is a long method and one is a short method. Let me start with the long method first. So method 1. So the person takes 2 hours to complete 20 pages. First we should find for 1 hour how many pages he reads. So for 1 hour is equal to total number of pages divided by hour. So 20 divided by 2 is 10 pages. So for 1 hour he can read, he is reading 10 pages. Therefore for 8 hours, so 10 pages into 8 hours is equal to 80 pages. So he can read 80 pages for 8 hours. Okay, we'll go with the second method. It's a short method. So the same thing. So for 8 hours is equal to 20 by 2 into 8. 1 time, 10 times. So 10 into 8 is 80 pages. It depends upon the weightage of mark. If it is given in 5 marks, we can follow the first method. If it is given in 2 marks or 3 mark question, you can follow the second method. So what is the answer? Answer is 80 pages. So this is a best example for the unitary method. I told you, no, for finding the other value, first we should find one value and then we are going with the other value. We'll go with the next sum now. See the next question. Cholan walks 6 kilometers in 1 hour at a constant speed. Find the distance covered by him in 20 minutes at the same speed. So this also comes under the same type, okay, which is the unitary method. Here also we'll go with the shortest method here. Okay, for that what is given here? Given is time 1 hour and he covers, that is distance is 6 kilometers. So again time 20 minutes. So distance we should find. For that, see this first time is in hour, the second one is in minutes. So this one we are going to convert into minutes. We know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So in 60 minutes he has covered 6 kilometers. So therefore for 20 minutes, I am going with the short method, for 20 minutes is equal to 6 kilometers divided by 60 into 20. Yes, so 0 and 0 cancel. Here 1. So how many kilometers he can walk? Answer is 2 kilometers. Okay, shall we go with the next sum now? See the next sum. The number of correct answers given by Carmugilan and Kavita in a quiz competition are in the ratio 10:11. So, boy named Carmugilan and a girl named Kavita, they have participated in a quiz competition and they have answered in the ratio of 10:11. That is, Carmugilan has answered 10 question and Kavita has answered 11. If they had scored a total point of 84 in a competition, then how many points did Kavita get? So the ratio they have given, so 10:11. So the total points they have scored is 84. From this, how many points belong to Kavita we are going to find. So this type of sum we have done in the previous exercise, that is equivalent proportion, and before that we have done ratio and proportion, that one. Now, so what is the ratio given? Ratio given is 10:11. Total point is 84. First, so total correct answers is equal to, what is the ratio? 10:11, right? We should write it as 10 plus 11, that is 21. So here 10 belongs to Carmugilan and 11 belongs to Kavita. So here 11. Therefore Kavita's point is equal to, so what is Kavita's point? 11 by the total point 21 into, what is the total points they have got? 84, right? So in 3 tables, 3 sevens are 21, 2 and 24, 8 times. Again 7 table 1 time, 4 times. So 11 into 4, it is 44 points. So what is the answer? Answer is equal to 44 points. Okay, we'll go with the next question now. See the next question. Carmegam made 54 runs in 9 overs and Asif made 77 runs in 11 overs. Whose run rate is better? So what is run rate? Is nothing but runs they have scored in a over. First we are going to find, so what is given here? So Carmegan (54 runs in 9 overs. Then Asif scored 77 runs in 11 overs. So if you find one by one, so we'll find Carmagean run rate is equal to, he has scored 54 runs in 9 overs. So 54 divided by 9, it is 6. So he has scored 6 runs per over. Now Asif run rate, Asif's Carmagean's is equal to 77 by 11. 1 time 7 times. So 7 runs. So who has scored better in a over? Asif. So what is the answer? Answer is Asif run rate is better. We'll go with the next question now. See the next question. You purchase 6 apples for rupees 90 and your friend purchases 5 apples for rupees 70. Whose purchase is better? The same question in different format. There they have, in the previous question they have asked about the run rate, and here they are asking about a apple rate of apple. First we'll go with your purchase. Your purchase is 6 apples rupees 90. So we should find cost of 1 apple. So if you find for both what is the cost of 1 apple, we can find who has purchased it better. So 90 rupees divided by 6 apple. So free table 2 time, free table again 1 time 15. So you have purchased 1 apple for rupees 15. Next, your friend. Your friend has purchased 5 apples for rupees 70. So cost of 1 apple of his purchase is 70 rupees divided by 5. 5 table 1 time, 5 table 1, 14. So he has purchased 1 apple for rupees 14. Therefore, who has purchased? Yes, your friend has purchased better. So you have spent rupees 15 for 1 apple, but what your friend has done? He or she has spent rupees 14 for 1 apple. So whose purchase was better? It is your friends. We'll go with the next question. So yes, students, we have completed all the 11 questions. See, we have objective type question 12 to 16 question, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 questions we have. As usual, I am going to give this as homework for you. Okay, you have to work all the sums. Okay, like all the sums which we have worked out so far, right? The same pattern it is given. Please don't copy the answers from the book back side. Please work out and see the sums. Okay, students, I hope you all understood exercise 3.3, unitary method, all these proportion, everything. So please complete your classwork and submit your classwork in the school office room on Monday, and also complete your homework write your classwork neatly. We have given the instructions clearly. Write your classworks neatly. Thank you, students. Stay home, stay safe.